VHS and move to CD and DVD. These are all evolutionary things. That, of course, is the revolution. And in revolution, basically, you break the limits of what's possible. People create things that are new, and people are fed up with the way that things are done, and this is when the big companies are in trouble. A couple of ideas about revolutions that basically broke up monopolies. The big bell companies, the phone companies, the IBM, Microsoft have been all affected by that. There was a revolution when new technologies changed, when people moved from the Stone Age into the Bronze Age and Industrial Age, and then, of course, into the Information Age. And the way, for example, software is marketed around the globe. In the beginning, software was always sold, then it became licensed, and now it's for free, if you know how to make money out of it. And then, of course, there are the big disruptions, things that sometimes happen by accident, and the atomic bomb, where people basically completely destroy the old economy. Things that the way they were done is just completely destroyed. And I will give you a couple of examples. One of the best ones is Yahoo. What did Yahoo really do? If you think about it, they kind of organized the internet. Then if you think about Amazon, Amazon came in as a company that made electronic commerce possible, selling, buying books online. Then eBay said, well, why just books? You should sell anything, anywhere, to anybody. You know, if you want to buy some shoes made in Australia and you live in America, you go online, you bid for something, the Australian guy wins, the American guy wins. This is breaking the way that commerce was done completely. Companies like Skype, they came in, they revolutionized the telephone. They are probably today the world's largest telco. They have 2 or 3 times more customers than the largest phone company in the world. Google, basically where Google revolutionized is that they figured out how you can make money on relevancy. Because people want to be relevant, they want to be somebody, and they will pay a lot of money to be the first when you do a search on some topic. That's what made Google such a phenomenal company. Complete disruption, YouTube distributing content. I mean, if you want to make the world aware of something that you like or you created, just put it on YouTube and suddenly the whole world sees it. And Facebook, it's a new way of meeting people. This is what revolution is all about. Now, as I said, I believe in Darwin, and Darwin is absolutely right. You have to either learn how to drive change, adapt, or you will disappear. And surfing the change, being able to benefit from the change requires you resilience. It's going to be really hard. It requires to have respect for other people who have tried it, to be lucky, intuition, some strategy, and humility. Timing of starting a company, I think, is really crucial. If you are too early, there is no market. Of course, you don't have competitions either, so it may seem to be interesting, but who cares? If you come in the right time, that's perfect. You are early in the marketplace, you create your own brand, and you have few competitors to worry about. And then there is too late. If you can also do something that many other people have done, I don't think that's any value. It's completely irrelevant. Resilience and luck are extremely important for success. So I can tell you that in most of my companies that I've been involved, being smart and lucky, it's kind of equal, and both are very important. But the most important thing is the resilience of never giving up. Doesn't matter how many competitors you have, doesn't matter how many mistakes you do, never give up. It's like in boxing, the last man standing is the one that actually wins. So, be prepared for errors and disasters. You know, the things that you don't expect to happen will happen. And when faced with a problem, don't complain and don't blame. Just think about, okay, this is reality. What is my action to solve it? And what will be the reaction of the other people around me when I take that action? I also firmly believe that my good friend Einstein was right. By the way, the guy in the picture standing near Einstein is Fritz Haber. I don't know if we are related, but we have the same name. A guy who got a Nobel Prize in chemistry. So tremendous pressure on me to one-up him to make a little bit more than he did. The formula of relativity from Einstein, that E equals mc squared, I firmly believe it's true for companies and organizations as well, where E is the energy that a person or a company contributes to its ecosystem, to the people around it. And that energy equals M, in this case, is the mass of knowledge, is your experience, how good you are, how many things you have done before, but multiplied by C squared. And C squared is the attitude, is your willingness to solve problems fast, to move forward, to be energetic, to have a positive attitude. And the conclusion to this is hire the best people. You should always hire people that are better than you, that are smarter than you, and that have relevant experience. As I mentioned to you, I also believe in Maslow, and that is the hierarchy of needs. I will try to explain it a little bit. It's very basic. It's true for animals and organizations and people and everything else as well. The basic need, the most important need of any living organization or person is existence and physical survival. If you don't exist, it's kind of hard to make money or to have fun either. So when you create an organization, make sure that everybody understands that existence means food, health, sleep, all that is very important. Once you exist, you want to exist in safety and security. So you have to provide your people an environment where they can live. There is peace, it's order, there are laws, limits, there's some financial security. If you have these basic things, then you can think about advancing people. So people in your organization feel the fact that they are understood, that they are respected, that they belong to a successful team. The next step, of course, is the self-esteem, the ego of everybody wanting to be successful and to be important and to look good and to have the prestige of being part of an important organization. And then you come to the point where people who are successful are trying to teach other people. So this is the famous Maslow triangle. Before going into more details, I would like to explain to you how I see the world, how I see the history of information technology. I see it in big picture divided about knowledge, platforms, and clients. Knowledge is the fact that you want to deliver on the thing that it's called platform to the people who are your clients or your users. And it's interesting to look at the history of the world from this perspective, because in the Stone Age, the amount of information exchange was about 1 bit. It was either a buzdugan, a pun, or a piece of stone, and this is how you communicated with the dinosaurs or the people who lived around you. It took probably 100,000 years for this information to glow around the globe. It was a very slow process. And as I said, the platform was rock. Then in the Dark Ages, the information was verbal. There were stories about rain and fire and love and kings, whatever people talked about. Probably 1K bytes of information, and it took about 100 years for that information to go around the world. And the platform was verbal. You told somebody a story, they went, told the next person the story, and the clients were small groups. In the Middle Age, it was a lot more information, and the new platform became papyrus. People started writing down stories. A little bit later, in the industrial age, radio was invented, and you were able to send, 100K bytes worth of information. It would have taken probably a year for that information to go around the globe. And the new platform to deliver the knowledge to the clients was Morse code, radio. Of course, later on, the computer was invented, and this is what we believe today to be the only platform, but it's not. And you should understand is that platforms change in time, and there will be new platforms on which information will be delivered. And today you can